Hi, thanks for coming by PosterCentral.com's video blog today. I'm Pete Howard, and I have some neat transitional 59 to 60 rock and roll concert posters to show you here. All pretty scarce, and here's a window card, yellow on both sides, from Hawaii from 1959. And on top billing here, I'll give you a quick scan to show you just basic layout there with, down there you have the exact dates and all that stuff. Civic Auditorium in Honolulu. Wish I was there. And leading off, topping the poster is Jimmy Clanton. Now again, this is 1959. The month is June, so late spring 59. And we got Jimmy Clanton on top. He had gone top 5 the previous summer with Just a Dream. However, that was the biggest hit of his career, so perhaps going downhill a little bit from there. Then we have the Champs right below him, and they had Tequila as their smash, their career-defining record the year before as well in 58. The question I put to you is, are Seals and Crofts two of those guys? Are they in the picture? The timing is right. In late 58, Jimmy Seals and Dash Crofts joined the Champs, the touring version of the group. And of course, much later on, they went to have big hits with Summer Breeze and other things like that as a duo. But in the 70s, as a duo, they had so much hair that I don't know what they look like. I can't recognize if two of those guys are Seals and Crofts. And then we have Dion and the Belmonts. Oh, all the East Coasters are swooning, and the New York people and stuff, and just basically a rock and roll fan. Dion and the Belmonts, they are third billed, but they're the one with a record right now in the top 10 at the time of this poster. A Teenager in Love was in the national top 10, and look at Dion DiMucci right there in the center. So that's really a cool poster from 1959 from Hawaii. Oh, by the way, look at that. You've got the Drifters down below the Belmonts picture, the Drifters. Not the real Drifters. By this time, several groups were touring the U.S. I think there was even a Hawaiian version of the Drifters because there was no big effort to enforce group name stealing and stuff like that. So we stay with Hawaii and we jump to the next year, 1960. We have a very unusual concert poster. Look the same, the same yellow stock, the same 14 by 22 size, the same basic layout. That's what Tom Moffat did as he promoted these shows. I'm not sure I've ever seen anything like this. This is crazy. Bo Diddley with a giant headline, but no picture, and the other three people have big pictures. They clearly just didn't have a photo of Bo Diddley or something else happened, but that's just hilarious. Bo Diddley, a giant headline, and who do you have pictures of? Johnny Tillotson, Laverne Baker, big R&B queen on Atlantic in the 50s, of course, past her prime, and over here Larry Williams, which frankly I think is the star of the poster because at least you have a picture of him. And there's a couple of song titles, like I think it says Short Fat Fanny and Boney Maroney. Larry Williams, best known to Beatle fans as he's tied for the record for most songs he wrote covered by the Beatles. And in his case, it would be Dizzy Miss Lizzy, Slow Down, and Bad Boy. Beatles recorded all three of those for EMI Parlophone and released them officially, and Larry was the songwriter, so that's pretty cool. So we're right here in 1960 in Hawaii. We'll come back to the mainland, we'll come back to California and stay in this year for the third and final poster today, and that would be a 1960 poster from an unusual town in California. Here you have it. In fact, not only an unusual town, an unusual venue. The M&M Skateway in Suisun, California, sometimes known as Suisun City. That's about halfway between the San Francisco Bay Area and Sacramento. But check out Orby, huh? You don't see too many good posters with Roy Orbison on there. I just love this one. I love the blue color, too. It's a really nice, I presume this is a Tillman, but I'm not sure as far as the printer. Yeah, that's a Tillman. But look at, he doesn't have his dark glasses on, his trademark, darkies, dark glasses, whatever you call them. So that's pretty wild. But there's a nice picture of his backup band, what they call his orchestra. And what's neat is that it's got, like, 3 song titles on here. There's, of course, Only the Lonely. And that was a top 10 pop hit for him earlier in the year, earlier in 1960. This is October, so we're into the fall. And then another song title here is Blue Angel. That, which was also a top 10 pop hit for him. And then today's Teardrops, interestingly, was not a hit. It was merely the B-side of Blue Angel. And by the way, the record was today's Teardrops, plural. Doesn't Roy only wish there was one teardrop instead of many? So, nice 14 by 22 window card. I love this cardboard boxing style stuff. And this is a nice 3 of them, 2 from Hawaii, 1 from Suisun City, California. And just neat, obscure, tough to find now, fun, rock and roll, R&B, even doo-wop concert posters. I think there was Drifters doo-wop, whatever. Hope you enjoyed them today. Thanks a lot for coming by, and we'll see you next time with the next fun batch. Okay, bye-bye now. Take care.